An offender at the South Central Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse charges, press thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey, bro.
What happened to 7 o'clock?
Man, listen, I had to go to medical and shit. Well, now I had to go to medical. They just say that.
That makes sense. I go.
Too good.
You all right?
Yeah, they just had me sit on that table for a little bit. And then do an EKG just to see why I was dizzy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this. I already take 9 pills every day. And ever since I done had this little ultrasound and X-ray on my stomach to see what's going on with my pancreas, they added on 3 more. So there's 12 pills I take every day. These people not understanding. All this stuff is not good for my system. So around about 6:45, about 6:45, 6:43, I started getting real dizzy and lightheaded. So they brought me my other control medication. When the nurse brought my meds down, they ended up telling people just gotta take me up to medical. So I had to sit up there up on that little bootleg, that air conditioner, and lay on the table for a while. Other than that, I'm good now. All they did is gave me a little oxygen. They do an EKG on it just to see if it was my heart. But I'm all right.
That sounds
What's that what you know, bro?
Man, I'm doing everything in my power to stay out of the way.
It sounds like you're doing a daggone good job at it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm doing everything in my power to stay out the way.
Well, we're going to see how this stuff going to play out for us, right? Because, what's her name? Kim Gardner, second attorney for the city of St. Louis. She is holding a hearing on December 12th for Lamar Johnson. I've been knowing dude ever since he's been locked up. He got a heck of a case out of the city of St. Louis. But get this. Originally, he had a hearing set for December the 5th, yesterday. Judge Daniel Green out of Jefferson City, Missouri, supposed to gave him a Rule 91 hearing. Okay? He declined, or they refused to do the hearing now for whatever reason they scrubbed it. But I can only assume they did it because Senate Bill 53 was passed. And by them passing it, and it became law, now they're saying that Senate Bill 53 is the proper avenue for anyone to go through that has a actual innocent claim or a excessive sentencing claim, or who believes that there's just an innocent person in a joint. So they gave every circuit city attorney, like Kim Gardner and Wesley Bell and Gene Peters Baker out of Kansas City, they gave them judiciary authority to rule on certain claims now, or to make a recommendation to free them, or either dismiss the charges. So, by that being the new proper avenue, I understand why they don't have to go through the Rule 91 procedures anymore. Because this now is a state proceeding. So, on my birthday, they just may let Lamar Johnson go free. After what, 26, 27 years of being in prison. Now the thing is, what are they going to do with me? I've already had a Rule 91 hearing where the jury declared me innocent. But it said he couldn't free me because of a freestanding claim of actual innocence. Technically, this is the same thing Lamar Johnson has, a freestanding claim of actual innocence. So if Kim Gardner frees him, the question is, what are they going to do with me? Now, I'm quite sure that she is going to want to speak with all the witnesses in my case. Both witnesses who put me in this predicament in the first place. Both of them have already recanted their testimony. So she just may want to go speak to them. The young woman who came to court and testified on my behalf at my evidentiary hearing, she is also going to want to speak to her. She is also going to speak to the other young man who said they was up on the porch when the crime occurred. But they also want to speak to this CJ, who said that he was in a St. Louis workhouse when he overheard the conversation where the witness said that he was willing to allow me just so he could be free. Now, I don't have no personal relationship with this lady Kim Gardner. I don't even know her. But I see that what they've been doing to her since she's been in office, she had some staunch opponents who just don't want her in office anymore. But you know how they gonna say, all black people are related to each other. So there's no telling what they're gonna try to say about this lady this time. Or that she's trying to free too many people that's in prison, that's in the justice center. But the law is the law. They appointed her to represent the law or to represent the city of St. Louis. Now, my fate is in this woman's hands. All we asking her to do is do her job. Do what she was appointed to do. I have nothing against her. But at the same daggone time, though, I can only sit back, baby, Brian, and ask myself, what are they going to do with me after they get through doing what they're going to do with Lamar Johnson? People don't understand. I'm tired. And I know the victim's family is tired. I know they sitting there thinking to themselves, when will they get their justice or their due justice? And I'm like this. I sympathize with them. I do. Because I understand what it feels to lose a loved one and want that justice for that person. I understand that. But you can never continue to hold on to a false sense of justice. What they did to me, and what they continue to do to the victim's family, is unjust. But it's no secret. It's no secret who took the life of Rico Rogers. It's no secret at all. Unfortunately for me, I had been suffering for the past 33 continuous flat years for something I didn't do. Now, the family of the victim, now it's time that you do the right thing and ask the question that you already know the answers to. But the question is, though, are you going to be a staunch opponent of justice, or are you going to go out there and get justice for him? I'm not sure if the person driving down the street who was shooting at Rico Rogers and his friends on the porch, I'm not sure who they were. I'm not sure why the friend of Rico Rogers, why he didn't come forward and admit that he shot Rico in the head by accident. I'm not sure why the friend of Rico Rogers chose to sit there and tell their lie. Only they can explain to you why they did that. Maybe because They didn't want to see their friend who accidentally shot their friend in the head go to jail for a crime. Maybe they didn't want to see their friend go to prison for killing their friend. Maybe they didn't want to have to be forced to sit up on a stand and testify against their friend for killing their friend. For people, that's not my problem. It shouldn't have been my problem. But they made this my problem when they chose to lie on me. If they didn't think that this would become a known situation, or if they didn't think that we will bring this issue out, then they was mistakenly wrong, because there is no way in the world I was going to sit here in prison for the past 33 years and not confront this issue. Now, for the young man who did do the crime, do what you gotta do. Whether you deal with your demons or you live with your demons, that's something that you got to deal with. As far as the victim's family, don't continue to victimize yourselves. What you need to do, ask Pig to be truthful. Ask DeMars and Michael to be truthful. They already came forward and admitted that they lied on me. They've already explained to you why they lied. Michael has explained twice in 2 audio tape statements why he lied against me. DeMars actually got up on the stand and admitted why he lied and why he encouraged Michael to lie. Now you got to face the truth. Whoever that man was, that your brother, your cousin, your uncle, whoever he was, that those young boys beat up that night and then later on shot. Whoever that man was, that the sister stood by and watched be assaulted, you need to look at. Don't keep looking at me. I will not. Look at the man that was dying. Look at the man that got shot. Look at the man that had a reason to shoot. Then ask yourself, what caused the death of your other brother? Why did someone else come, but 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month later to kill your other brother? So, I sympathize with you. I know what it feels like to lose a loved one to the streets of violence, especially to that incident in St. Louis. I've lost many of my brothers to the streets of St. Louis. Nieces and nephews, great nieces and nephews. But if you're not willing to face this truth, then you will continue to imprison your own selves. I want you to understand this. Eventually, one way or the other, I will be free. By the law, or either the laws change. They can never keep an innocent person in prison. The laws are steady changing every day. 1201 will pass. If not this year, then the following year in January. And regardless of Conviction Integrity Unit or Kim Gardner's decision, I will be free. So don't hold on to that bitterness or that hatred. Don't do that to yourselves. I don't live with that anger or that bitter hatred or frustration anymore. I let it go. I'm not telling you to let go of what you feel for the loss of your loved one. What I'm asking you to do is look in the mirror and ask yourself, if you truly want justice, being that you know the truth, are you willing to go out and get justice? Don't Don't continue to make my family a victim. Don't continue to make your family victims. That's what we're doing to each other. The more we hold on to this, the more we continue to hold on to this false sense of justice, all we're doing is continue a cycle that was only hurt the both of our families. The homicide detective, Gary Shapiro, he's retired now, but he still lives out in the city of St. Louis on the south side of the Desert. He's responsible. He is responsible for the lies and the stories that will continue to be perpetuated through the system that has held me down. Stephen R. Omar, who is the circuit, no, he's not the circuit attorney. He's a city circuit judge in the 22nd Judiciary Courthouse, downtown St. Louis. He was the prosecutor who encouraged the witnesses to lie. He's the prosecutor who had influenced the witnesses to sit there and continue to tell this story that continue to come tell this story. So he is the one that you need to go try to talk to, who actually deserves to be in prison. Make Steve Omar stand accountable for his actions. For the past 31 years, Stephen Omar, who knew the truth to this case, did nothing. He did nothing to help the case. He did nothing to help justice. Ironically, he was promoted from a prosecutor's seat to become a judge in the same very courthouse that convicted me and that robbed the family of the Rogers from justice. People, I can't stress enough the importance in participating and going downtown on the 12th of December to rally in front of Kim Garner's office, not in protest, but in support of this woman doing a job that took 26 to 27 years to do. A job that she didn't even hold 26 years ago. She's correcting the mistakes of George Peach. She's correcting the mistakes of every circuit attorney who held their job since 1994. When you go down there and support Lamar Johnson, I want you to do a favor for me. Take a piece of paper, an E-pen, a marker, a Crayola if you wish, and write on there, "Happy birthday, Christopher Dunn." Once you write happy birthday on there, burn it. Let the ashes float into the wind. December 12th, I was born. And hopefully, December the 12th is the day that they free Lamar Johnson. And we can only hope, pray, wish for the possibility of my eventful return to society only if Ms. Gardner invoked the same statue for me that she done for Lamar Johnson. If she invokes Missouri Statute 547031, if she invokes that law that was approved by bipartisan from the Missouri legislative body in 2020, upon the Senate Bill 53, if she invokes that law and tells the Attorney General to free Christopher Dunn, if she do that, then the state can only do one or two things. Free me or give me a new trial. Even if you give me a new trial, it'd be better than what I was given 33 years ago when I sat in that courthouse with a lawyer who did not defend me, with a lawyer who chose not to call any of my witnesses, with a lawyer who chose not to gather any evidence of my defense, with a lawyer who chose not to go grab the depositions of any state witnesses, a lawyer who chose not to cross-examine or impeach the credibility of the witnesses. If you allow me a new trial in the city of St. Louis, you will eventually get what you didn't get back in 1991. And it's justice. I know Sean will say, what about the family? What about the victim? I agree with you. What about the family? They deserve justice too. They should not be left out. And I'm going to make it my business. That will be my continuous fight to make sure that they too receive justice. I'm willing to help them. I'm willing to share with them every bit of information that I have. I cannot sit there and tell you who did the crime. I cannot sit there and say, Joe Blow did it. Look, push the starter, or Lil Rob, I did this. I can't. Only because I was not there. I was not there when the crime occurred. So I can't sit there and say, who did it? But I do know, if you put all the pieces together, I promise you, you'll come with the same conclusion that the judge made in 2018, that I can do it. And then you will see exactly why the two young men who put me in this situation came forward and admitted why they lied. It just said that they took 15 years after the crime occurred to come forward. It's just sad that I had to lose 33 years of my life so far. I fear that the circuit attorney for the city of St. Louis may take a year, 2, 3, 4 years. It took her 6 years to get to this stage for Lamar Johnson because the Attorney General had to put up so many roadblocks. It has defied the Constitution and the legislative body. Because the Attorney General, Irv Smith, who now is in Washington, D.C., picking up the seat that Roy Blunt just abandoned. Or should we just go and say he retired from? Or passed his torch on to? Now, we have an Attorney General who we don't know, who just may be another Irv Smith or Josh Hawley. We don't know. But if he's anything as to what people have said, then we have a fight on our hands. They say he is but a replica of Irv Smith, a shadow of Irv Smith, a duplicate of Irv Smith's belief. If any of you out there listening to me now, my life is limited. My time is limited. Even though they gave me all day and forever to be in prison, people, I'm over 50. And there's no telling where I may be tomorrow. But I hope and pray within the next 3 to 6 months that I'm out there in society. I want to walk up under the arch. I want to go to a Chinese restaurant and get me a chicken St. Paul sandwich. I want to be able to hold my wife's hand and hug my mother in a free world once again. I want to be able to feel the sun on my face in Missouri one last time before I go to Virginia. I want to be able to get on the plane and fly to Virginia and live the remainder of my life in peace. But before I go, before I leave St. Louis, I need to make the trip to Washington Park Cemetery, and try to find my father's grave. I like to go out and visit the graves of my nieces and nephews and my friends who passed away while I've been gone. But I need your help. To everyone that's hearing this, I need your help. Lamar needs your help. He needs your support. But people, after you get through rallying behind him and Kim Gardner for doing the right thing to finally bring justice to his family and himself, I want you to take into account that December 12th is my birthday. And take into account that I deserve my life. I deserve my freedom. I deserve a chance. Do you not think that 33 years is long enough to have been in prison for something that I didn't commit? I can see if I was guilty. I can see if I played a part. I can see if I facilitated the crime. If I assisted in any way, I can see that. And I would have no problem with the time in which I had to do in prison. But I promise you this, if I would have been guilty, I would have pled guilty. And if I would have pled guilty, we would not be having this conversation because I would have got out of prison 5 years after I came to prison. Because originally, all they offered me was 10 years. 10 years. 10 years on the first time offense, meaning that I would only have to done anywhere between 40 to 50% of the time. For 10 years, I could have been home in 3 to 4 years of a 10-year bid. I could have been home, but I could not stomach the thought of me admitting to a crime that I did not commit. I could not stomach the thought of living my life knowing daggone well God took the life of some woman's child, some man's child, some young lady and some young man's brother. I couldn't live with that thought. I know some people like to say, he's just a hardened criminal. People, if I was a hardened criminal, believe me when I tell you this, I'd have chose the fate of the streets before I came to a courthouse. If I was a hardened criminal, believe me, I never would have went to trial. All I'm asking for is an opportunity to live my life in peace and have freedom. But I ask you, St. Louis, I ask you, society, if you'll be willing to give me that chance. I need all the support I can get. And I need those of you who still believe in the concept or the belief of justice. I need for you to help push me to that door. Everybody, we sit here and talk about what I'm going to do when I get out of prison. I can't wait to see my little brother again. I can't wait to sit down and talk with him. I can't wait to sit there and just chop it up. and eat my Chico sticks and my chicken St. Paul sandwich with my cream soda pop. That's a dream. That's a dream that's in a range of possibilities. And I feel it. I can sense it. And I know it's there. But I can't touch it just yet. I can reach for it, but I can't touch it just yet. People, before my mother leaves this world, allow me to gaze upon her face one last time, to hug her in a free world. Before my Aunt Lula in Tennessee leave this world, allow me to hug her one last time in the free world. Before my great auntie Mary D leave this world in Cleveland, allow me to hug her for the very first time in my life before she leaves this world. Like I said, people, I need your support. In December the 12th, Lamar Johnson will need your support also. Don't protest. Don't hoop and holler out of anger or frustration. This is a day of celebration. Hopefully for his release. And to mark my birthday. Listen, this is my time. I'm signing off. This is Christopher Dunn again. We didn't get the opportunity to do this yesterday on Trap Tuesdays, really, because there's a few other things that have been in the play, especially my medical health. But people, as always, be at peace. Go with God. Assalamu alaikum. And salutations.
The caller has hung up.
Y'all have a good day and be safe. This Trap Tuesday with Mr. Hey Now and my partner Christopher Dunn, a.k.a. Trap.